There are lessons to be learned from what happened to Damar Hamlin, and we got to learn them right now. There's no time to waste. We need to learn these lessons right now if we want to make sure that if something like that happens to our children, that they too can be saved. Let's talk about it. But before we do, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing to hit that button. You feel me? Also, join the channel, become an official member of the movement. You understand? That makes you one of the realest ones. You know what I'm talking about? And feel free to hit that cash app. Y'all see it down there coming across the screen. And it's in the description. You understand? I am First Letter. This is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. That is. Put it on something. We got some real shit to talk about. Unless you've been under a rock, in a cave, ducked off, no access to the world, then you already know about King Damar Hamlin. Uh, his brother plays for the Buffalo Bills and basically died on the field in one of the most anticipated games of the year. You know what I'm talking about? The Cincinnati Bengals versus the Buffalo Bills. Playoff seeding on the line. Got two marquee quarterbacks, Josh Allen on one side, you got Joe Burrow on another. You got marquee matchups. Uh, you got other stars like at the wide out position. You know what I'm talking about? You just MVP candidates, but none of that shit matter. That man took a blow to his chest and basically died on the field. They had to resuscitate this king on the field in front of the world. So all that other shit does not fucking matter. Like I described to a person when we were discussing this, said shit, these people going through a car crash every time. And that ain't just my description. I got that from my mentor, Dr. Curtis Austin, who had a partner play in the league. And he said his partner said every time we crash into each other or every time we hit each other, it's like a damn car crash. That's what these men subject themselves to. You feel me? And I know a lot of people are focusing on the fact that they still don't have guaranteed contracts. I think I just saw some come out say there was something in Damar's contract where, like, if he got put on IR, that his current pay can be reduced. Now, I also saw that it says they're gonna, in this instance, they're gonna go ahead and pay him his full thing. Of course, they're gonna do that PR wise. Yeah, hopefully they're doing it for the right reason. I don't want to be cynical. Hopefully they're doing it for the right reason. You know what I'm talking about? But that'd be bad press if they didn't do it, most definitely. But a lot of people talking about that, but I don't hear many people talking about this. If that had happened to some kid playing Pee Wee, middle school, high school, or hell, maybe even college, would the resources and whether it be human or otherwise be in place to save that kid's life like it seems like Damar's life has been saved? As I take, that brother has we've been told that he's been talking to his family, he's spoken to his teammates, him and his people have put out a statement. So everything is trending up. And we thank God for that. We thank God for that. For the stuff that's starting to come out now about him, seem like he a real one. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to stay close to home for his family when he went to college. You know what I'm talking about? Family man. So we thank God that this king is trending in the right direction, and we hope that he keeps trending in the right direction. But again, there are lessons to be learned from this. Are we thinking about our kids who play this game that we love? You feel me? If you're a new viewer, then you might not know my son has autism, so he doesn't play any sports. One of my brothers got a little boy who just signed up. He just getting started. My wife has a cousin who's pretty good middle school football player. Or no, ninth grade. He's in ninth grade. So he's getting ready to try to make the big team now. You know what I'm talking about? We all know somebody playing football here, especially if it's down in the South. Well, that shit's like a religion. You know it, and we love it. But we got to ask ourselves, does the team that our kid plays for have the shit in place to handle a situation like that? And if not, we need to start right now. Right now. You need to get involved with the team. Don't just put it on them. And if something happens, you say, why y'all ain't had it? Goddamn, we got to make sure we contribute. If this shit is underfunded, you need to goddamn pool some money together and try to fund that shit. If they're supposed to have it and the funding is there and they don't have it, goddamn, we need to make sure that they get it. I've coached before and not have had a trainer. My year as a head coach for basketball, okay, not coached more than just 1 year, but for basketball, I was only head coach for 1 year because the year after that, the school consolidated and I went to another school. Okay. Before that 1 year, I ain't had no fucking trainer. Something would have happened to my boy, it would have been me and my partner, Coach Coates, would have been trying to resuscitate him, I guess. We've been trying to look around and try to see somebody can help us. You know what I'm saying? They try to get a coach's training or whatever. But imagine the Bengals and the Bills coach trying to come out there and resuscitate this king. That shit wouldn't have ended well. And these kings, these brothers like Damar, are getting paid handsomely at least to go out there and put their lives on the line. These kids around here, these Pee-wee and his middle school and high school, I ain't getting shit. College at least get NIL, but a lot of them don't get that. So we got to make sure, y'all, we have to make sure as a community that our kids that are going out there playing this violent game have what they need in case of emergency, for real, for real. A lot of people were shocked by this. We've never seen this. We've seen folks die because of football before. Right around here where I'm from, in central Mississippi, we've had kids die because of heat-related shit out there. You know, them damn two-a-day practices and all that kind of shit. Hell, it get hot around here where we from. So in July and August, with them kids out there busting their ass trying to get ready, yeah, we've had some kids die. So yeah, it wasn't the same situation like Damar taking that blunt force to the chest and something happening to your heart and all that kind of stuff. But still, it was a situation that possibly, if the kids got the type of shit that they need, maybe those kids still alive. Now it's idealistic of me to think that your local high school would have the same kind of health care that the multi-billion-dollar NFL has for its players. That's being idealistic to think that could happen. But I do think it is realistic to say every one of these teams need to have a trainer on deck. Somebody who is a professional, somebody who has your bare minimum professional level emergency skills. Not just the coach knowing how to do CPR, no shit like that. You need somebody who this is all they fucking do. That's what saved this king. You need somebody, that's what the fuck they do. And I think every kid that's playing deserves that. At least that. Now I'm sure when he got to the hospital, I bet it's not only the damn team doctors, the whole NFL. Like I was telling my wife, the whole NFL was ready to do whatever to save this king. Hopefully for the right reasons, but also for some business reasons. If this king would have passed away, that would have been a very, very, very uh dark spot on the NFL. Because then all of your questions about the some of these questions have already come up. The questions about is this, should this game be played at all? Should this game be banned? You'll have all that. You'll have a lot of folks in NFL already dealing with this. A lot of folks at the grassroots level, from what I understand, uh, starting to consider not letting their kids play football. Well, how does that hurt the NFL? Well, goddamn, if you got fewer people playing football, you can have fewer people trying to get into the NFL. You may have fewer eyeballs on the NFL. So they weren't just gonna let this king pass away. Thankfully so. I know he don't care. Mom and daddy don't care. None of them give a fuck about whatever these folks' motives were. Long as he's safe. Long as he's well, I should say. So they weren't gonna let that happen. But what about your child, your cousin, your nephew, your godson? I ain't saying tell them not to play. I've had boys before who they could have made it to the NFL. And I would tell them shit. Whew, especially after I watched that concussion movie with Will Smith. Shout out to Will Smith. That's a fucking classic. But I told him, man, this game here, something else. But hey, if your choice is this or selling drugs, if your choice is this or robbing people, if your choice is this or being in the trap, God damn it, you take this and you take those chances and try to get your ass up out of this shit. But let's say you a kid ain't even got the size or the speed or the talent to make it to the league. Football teaches some life lessons. Football is the ultimate team game. I love to see a well executed play in football where everybody does a job. You got black men, white men, you got all these folks out here working together for a common purpose. Get this yard, get that first down, get this touchdown. You know what I'm talking about? It's beautiful. Life lessons that go with that. Very valuable life lessons that go with that. So I'm not saying tell your babies not to play football. I'm saying that us, the adults, the adults, we got to make sure that we do what's necessary. Put pressure on whoever's necessary, whether if it's dealing with a school, yeah, it might need to go to a school board meeting. Yeah, it might need to call for a meeting with the superintendent to make sure that kind of shit, that there's some kind of response in place that will give your child a chance. Okay? So let that be the lesson that we learn from this horrific moment. Let's not let this moment be in vain. That something good can come out of this, you know. I know somebody told me one time about my son having autism that everything happens for a reason. And from that moment, I decided to make my son having autism have a reason. And I said, my son gonna be one of the faces of autism. And from then I was just promoting it and promoting autism awareness. So let's make this shit have a meaning. Okay? Because if we don't, it's just heartbreaking that a man in the prime of his life, 24 years old, if I'm not mistaken, routine play, fucking routine play, just goes down like that, basically dies on the fucking field. It would hurt to just think that that just happens. No, we gotta let's take that shit and make something out of that. Let's allow that moment to make us make sure that our kids that play this game that we love have the best chance at survival. If God forbid something like this should happen to them. Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?